This is lesson 51 for course 1, rounding decimal numbers. So when you're rounding decimal numbers, you're doing the exact same thing that you do when you round normal numbers. So as a reminder, that is 1, 2, 3, and 4 tell you to stay the same, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 tell you to go up to the next number. So if you had, in a normal rounding situation, 24, and you're asked to round to the nearest 10, you first find your tens place. That's the tens place, and you look at the number to the right of it. So 4 tells me to stay the same, so 24 gets rounded into 20. Same thing if I had 568 and I'm asked to round to the nearest tens column, I again find the tens column, and then I look to the number right at the right, and I say, okay, does 8 tell me to round up to 7 or stay the same at 6? 8 tells me to round up, so it turns into 570. That is normal rounding. So for rounding with decimals, you do the exact same thing, only you're using decimal numbers. Okay, for example, if you have 1 and 82 hundredths and you're asked to round to the nearest tenths, then you look for the tenths column, which is there. You look to the right of it, that's 2. 2 tells the 8 to stay the same, so your new number is just 1 and 8 tenths. Okay, again, let's say you have, and you're asked to round to the nearest hundredths column. So this is 356 thousandths, and you're asked to round to the nearest hundredths column. Your first job is to find your hundredths, which is here. You look to the right of it, which is 6. 6 tells you to round up. So this turns into 36 hundredths. One more time. If you have 5 and 182 thousandths, and you're asked to round to the nearest tenth, you find your tenths column, which is here. You look at the number to the right of it, 8. 8 tells it to go up, so this turns into 5 and 2 tenths. The big key here is to remember your place value for after the decimal. Tenths, hundredths, thousandths. If I were to continue, this would be 10 thousandths, 100 thousandths. It would just continue onwards. Okay, but other than that, it is the exact same as normal rounding. You just need to know what number you're rounding to. Are you rounding to a whole number? Are you rounding to a tenth, a hundredth, a thousandth? What are you rounding to? That is lesson 51, rounding decimal numbers for course 1.